What is up, guys, and welcome to Big Brother Hometowns Season 8. Today is day 0. And as you may have noticed, things are a little different than you may have expected. You are right now in a room with only a small amount of people. Get to know those people, chat those people up all day today, because by the end of today, all the people in your room will vote between one of you to be nominated to potentially be the first head of household of the game. Everyone will get a vote, and you will have to vote for one of the people in your room to be nominated to be an option to be the first head of household of the game tomorrow. Tomorrow, when everyone gets in the house together, everyone at the end of the day is going to vote between all the nominees to decide who the first head of household of the game will be. So get to know each other, get settled in, and good luck.
So start off in the rooms. Got a good vibe for the room. Me and Eric hit it off the bat, and I think he could be a very strong core ally moving on. I think Matt and Jacob, the four of us together, will form like kind of a softer alliance. It's not, I don't really like the idea of basing my alliance based off of just a random happenstance that we were all in the same room, but they seem like good guys, and I'm pretty excited to work with them.
Okay, so Josh just put us in our rooms. This is an interesting twist. Not expecting that, but I kind of like this. If it was predictable, that allows people to get comfortable. So the more that you can keep people on edge and you can keep people, guessing and in the unknown, that's better for me. I thrive off of this sort of game. I like when things are not predictable. I can manage the craziness. It's interesting that there's a 3-2 split between returning players and myself and is it Daryl, I think is the new player. So naturally I'm going to gravitate towards him, but that's also predictable. So I really want to build a good relationship with Thomas, who I believe is Max Teddy's brother or something. And I know Max. So,
Alright, BB Hometowns, it's me, Nathan. I'm currently driving and doing DoorDash orders, just another Saturday night. But for this week, I'm going to nominate myself to be one of the HOHs, or, hopefully get HOH. And I think I've done a good job trying to convince other people that I would be a good choice as well. So, fingers crossed.
okay, so people are now getting online. I've had a good talk with Thomas, talking with Quinn now. Daryl, or I think that's his name, he's accepted my friend request, but no one's really reached out. I don't really know how this works. I'm sort of quite proactive. I like to message people and say hey and introduce myself. So I'm gonna just bide my time with him. I don't want to be nominated for the HOH thing, and I don't think I will be. So far so good.
So I wake up early on day 0. I'm ready to get started in this game. And we get our first twist that we're thrown into a room with 4 other people. So there's 5 of us total in here. I am the only returner. I'm assuming there are other returners in other rooms, but as of right now, I have to stick with my 4, and we have to essentially nominate somebody for HOH. And there's always good and bad things about being nominated for HOH. One, you're HOH, you have safety, you can protect people that will protect you later on, but also that puts a great big target on your back to be the first HOH. That's just the way it is. People see you in a position of power. You have to reveal your cards. Unless you don't.
Hey, Josh and viewing party and all the Russian children that hacked the election in 2016 who probably still are on Facebook servers. I was just going to give you some day 0 thoughts. So I love the room that I got put in. I got put in a room with Thomas, who played in season 4 and who I really liked watching him play. Quinn, who I think is super smart and someone who I want on my side right now. and then a guy named Alex who was like pretty cool, and a guy named like Daryl or Darrell. I can't tell. Like his Facebook pictures, he only has like 100 friends on Facebook or something like that, and his Facebook pictures are Daryl from The Walking Dead. And so it could be Daryl, but I'm just going to call him Darrell for the whole game and see what happens. Because he's never going to hear me talk until he sees this. I think you're the man, Darrell. If you're watching this in 28 days, I get really good feelings about you. Because of that, Darrell's got this like idea where he's like, hey, what if the 5 of us like stay like pretty strong going forward? And like, I'm like, yeah, like I would love that. Do I think it's going to happen all the way to the end? No, but I think it could last for a little bit. And then maybe when we get into the house, like maybe I'll know someone or a couple people that are in like other rooms that like we can work together and then make sure that our rooms are like looking out for you. Basically just keep each other safe. That's kind of like what I'm thinking right now. But I'm just trying to be really nice and talk to people and make them feel good, because I don't think I did that last time, and I'm just trying to be better. So we'll see how that goes, but right now it's me and Darrell all the way to the end. Like, most trustworthy guy out there. I love my old house, but Darrell, he's the truth.
All right, so here are just some general first impressions that are happening right now. So first off, we find out that basically we have a fire token like twist from Survivor, which is I forget what it was called, Pendant of Life, I think is what it was called, where basically we all get one of them, and if we get evicted, we have to will it to somebody else. So that's pretty neat, because I'm kind of curious how that will impact a game like Big Brother. But then we also have a twist that's similar to what Sequester's been doing the past couple minis that they've done, where we all start out in these like individual rooms, and there's a couple of us, and we're voting for someone to nominate for head of household. So one of the 4 of us in this group chat are about to be nominated from our room. I'm assuming there's probably 4 rooms for 16 people, so there'll be 4 of us. I'm not really too sure how to play that off at the beginning, but what's more curious to me is that those first 2 twists are from different types of strategy games, so I'm curious if like that's either a theme that we're just taking twists from Survivor and Sequester, and then maybe the next one's from like Amazing Race or The Circle, maybe that's like a theme or something that's happening, or they're just good twists, so might as well take them because they're entertaining. One of those 2, who cares? It's neat, it's fun either way.
So my good friend, my ride or die, Darrell, has said that he will be our HOH nominee. And so I'm going to vote for Darrell to be our nominee. I think this will be a pretty unanimous vote because I've talked to like everyone about it. But we'll see. So my vote is Darrell for our Room 4 HOH nominee.
I'm super stoked. I'm very excited to meet everybody else, but with the guys that I have in my room right now, we've got Eric with a K, we've got Jacob, and we've got Trey. I'm super stoked. We've got a very good vibe. They seem like very chill bros, and I'm very excited to possibly be a part of a bros alliance, because usually in my real life, because I'm gay and people tend to stereotype me to be feminine all the time, I do have a masculine side. And so I'm very excited to like get that out of my system and to be able to bond with these guys on a more masculine level and just to figure out who they are as people. And it's been really cool. And so I personally hope, I offered my name out to be the HOH nominee from our group. So I personally hope to be the nominee. It seems like they are going to vote for me to be HOH, so we'll see, because I want to have control. I do want to start having control of this game right away so that if I do get voted to be HOH, I'll be able to have people come to me and I'll be able to figure out people, because I feel like I do read people pretty well to see who I could trust and who I could work with and who needs to go. So I'm very excited about that possible opportunity. In order to prepare for that, I've been studying what has been said in my room, like where people are from. I've even been studying the gifts that each of the hosts have sent into the room, just to hopefully prepare for whatever HOH competition is possibly going to happen. So hopefully I'm reading that correctly. If I'm not, then oh well, at least I'm trying. So hopefully that's the case. Cause yeah, I'm very stoked. I'm very stoked to be out of org retirement. It's been a long time. So anyways, peacing out for now. Thanks again. Woo, woo, woo.
All right, first of all, I haven't washed my hair all day. That's clear. But I also wanted to say this in this confessional, because I think this is the place for it, is there's a Carson Savage in my room right now, in room 1, along with Shane and Jeff. Love everybody in that room. I find myself wondering, do other rooms talk like this? But anyway, her name's Carson Savage, and all I keep wanting to say, I've held back 100 times, is saying, Carson, I'm a savage. Classic, bougie, ratchet. But I'm not, because I'm afraid that she would vote me out for doing that at some other point. So I'm refraining from that.
Alright, what's up everybody? Just going to give everyone a quick little update on what's happening in the game so far. I thought this would be a great time to start talking, because in the all group chat they're starting to talk about sports, and I have nothing to contribute to that conversation whatsoever, so whatever. So in room 3 last night we decided to vote for Matt to be the representative HOH for our room. Hopefully he will go on to become the actual HOH, because we kind of came to the conclusion that we will all be able to protect each other, at least for the foreseeable future. And hopefully Matt seems kind of the most likable out of all of us to hopefully be voted into the main HOH spot, which I hope works. He's in Seattle time, so he will be joining the party a little bit late, so hopefully he'll really start to put some work down, because I have absolutely no idea who the other HOH noms are at this point. I'm just kind of rolling with whatever's happening for now. Like, if I can roll past like the first 3-4 rounds, I'll feel pretty solid. I'm really just trying to talk with people, chat them up, let them know that I exist.
Y'all, this is sort of stressful. What the hell, y'all? Anyways, I think I'm gonna get HOH. Hopefully that's the case. And my plan as of right now is to aim at people in Nathan's room.
So I feel like this game is already going 100 miles an hour, and we're only a few hours into day 1. I feel like everybody is talking to everyone right now. Maybe that's just because I'm talking to everyone, but I feel like in the group chat, there's so many awesome people. But unfortunately, we're not here to make friends, and we're gonna have to slit each other's throats eventually. And I really, really hope that that throat slitting starts this week. And I hope that the people that I'm aligned with start taking out big name targets week 1. Don't do any of this, I haven't talked to so-and-so or so-and-so, so I'm putting you up on the block. That's BS. Nah, don't do that. Let's start a war right now, because if that happens, I can hide in the shadows.
Okay, so we're in the process now of choosing basically between Matt and Daryl for HOH. It looks like it's going to be Matt based on the way it's swinging. I would have preferred it to be Daryl, but I've had some good talks with Matt, and he says he's going to protect me if he's HOH. And I kind of want to just stick with the majority, not rock any boats yet or anything. I don't know, something just like doesn't feel right, and I don't know if it's just, you know, general anxiety at the game beginning, and you know, you don't really know anything yet until decisions are made. I've been told that the target would be Nathan's room, which is where Billy is, and so I really need to make sure that when I can connect with Billy, if that is the case, I can at least give him a heads up, let him know, and say, hey, you know, you need to start trying to make sure that you're not on the block.
Matt told Trey that he was considering getting me out. And he didn't give any basis for that, but he said that he wasn't going to do that because he made a deal with Daryl, who was in my room, that he was going to keep our room safe and target room 2 instead. It seemed very arbitrary the way that he went about that, but it's still, like, I don't know. It didn't make much sense to me. Either way, Matt's on my radar now because he threw my name out there, and it gives me more reason to trust Trey because he's the one who told me that. So I'm feeling even more confident about him being my number 1. I think he and I are going to exchange a lot of information. It's going to work out pretty well, I hope. That's all.
So far, I'm feeling the game. I'm liking it. I'm trying to talk to everybody, get a connection. I definitely want my room to stick together. I'm glad they nominated me for HOH. I don't think I'm going to get to HOH. I think it'll go to Matt, it's all right because I don't think he'd get me out the first week, so I'm good with that. So now I'm just trying to play a really good social game to start this game out with. Work with my room, but also make strong connections with a couple from each room so I'm covered in every area. I don't want it to get back to people that I'm talking to everybody. I mean, I think everybody's talking to people, but I want everybody to think that I'm really solid with them, that I'm going to backstab everybody I can, All
right, what's up? Just had a meeting with Shane and Daryl. I believe that they are going to have the rooms vote for me to be HOH. The issue initially was Daryl really wanted it initially, but I sort of wanted, during our chats, I was like, hey, I want it too. And I didn't want to BS him. And so with that last conversation with Shane and Daryl, I think what sort of brought him over is that I made a deal to protect his room for the time being. And also, I made sure to preface that, hey, y'all won't get blood on your hands with this HOH nomination. So I'll be willing to take it in order to protect both of your rooms and protect yourselves.
Alrighty, my vote's gonna be for Matt, and hopefully he doesn't fuck me over.
Okay, my vote is for Matt for HOH.
Hey Julie, my vote for first HOH of the game is for Matt. Thanks, Julie. Bye, Dad, everybody. See you back home. See you around. Go home alone.
Yo, what's up, viewing party? So I've finally come back to life. I've missed a lot of what's happened today, but based on the votes of my room, I should say, and I'm talking to a couple people, I think I'm going to vote Matt for HOH. So best of luck to him, and we'll see how it goes. Thanks.
My head of household nomination is Matt.
I am voting... Oh, who do I want to vote for? I'm voting for Matt to be HOH. I might regret that, but I really like Matt.
Hello, it is my vote to elect my boy Matt as HOH.
Hey Josh, for my HOH vote, I'm gonna vote for Matt.
I am voting for Matt to be HOH.
Yes, I am voting for Matt because that's what I've been told to do. Maybe after round 1, I'll know what I'm doing. Right now, I'm giving kids in a bath. Let me see if I can see Dax without pee-pee. Without showing. Yep. No nudity, though. I'm not gonna make it.
Voting for Matt for the HOH.
I vote for Matt to be HOH in a very unshocking decision.
What's up, you guys? I'm voting for Matt for the first HOH of the season. Let's go.
Winning this head of household. Congratulations, Matt Dela Cruz. In a unanimous vote, you are the head of household.
What's up, y'all? I'm currently in the drive-thru at DQ when I just heard that message, Josh. What the fuck? Unanimous? What the fuck? Holy shit. Alright, obviously I'm gonna piss people off. It's fine. That's the responsibility with being HOH, I guess, but I'm super stoked. It's like unanimous. It's like Mr. Popular right here. Alright, cool. Well, I'm gonna eat my feelings. Shit. Thanks. What's up, everyone? This is Matt. Wow. I just want to say thank you so much, everyone. Thanks, y'all, for voting for me to be the HOH. I can't believe it was unanimous. Like, what? So I just want to say thank you so much for giving me the HOH title. Now comes the really, really hard part. So we've only been playing this game for one day, so I really couldn't get to know everybody as well, because it's only been a day. So based off of my nominations, I'm basing this off of who I haven't gotten to know as well yet compared to everyone else. And based off of that criteria, my 2 nominations that I'm going to be putting up are Billy and Nathan. All right, thanks so much, y'all. Take care, have a great night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. All right, take care. Good night.
Nominated week 1. Surprise. I was not expecting it. At the same time, I was kind of expecting it. I kind of thought us HOH nominee holders would kind of like stay faithful to one another. And we'd keep each other safe at least for the first week. That's out the window. Whatever. So me and Billy are on the block, which sucks. I really do like Billy. My boyfriend's named Billy, so I have a little bit of an attachment towards Billy. So the fact that we're both on the block together sucks. That's not fun, it's not cool, and it's not pretty. Although, us being on the block together, we're pretty. We're both really pretty, so.
Hey, guys. Day 1 was good. It was very more chatty than day 0. Matt won HOH. I'm happy about that. He's like my #1 person in this game right now. So, not mad. Nathan's the target as of now. He just gave me a sketchy vibe early on, and I'm not with that.
Okay. So much to unpack here. It's been an insane first day in this house. I have gone from feeling 100% safe to feeling like I was going to be on the block. Spoiler alert, I'm not on the block, thankfully, but I'll get to that in a second. So we all get put in the house, and then we're supposed to nominate someone to be our HOH pick for, the pool of people to vote for who wins HOH. And we all, in my room, we picked Daryl because he volunteered. So he was telling us information about how they were deciding who was going to be HOH amongst their HOH group chat. And Matt appeared to be the one who wanted it the most. He ended up getting it. Another spoiler alert, he's HOH. And so he originally said that he wanted to target the people in room 2, which, if I remember correctly, is Billy, Nathan, Kaylee, and a few others. Anyway, Billy and Nathan ended up being nominees. Thankfully, he voiced to Trey that he considered putting me up, and thank goodness he didn't, because...
Hello. Diary room entry after day 1 of this game. I have 3 big things for you. Number 1, all of the HOH candidates, as far as I understand, that were from each room were talking to each other. And the way that this whole unanimous thing happened is that some of them agreed that, hey, if my whole house votes for you, I want my house to be protected. And so Matt, who was from my room, or room, not house, take all that out, he said, I'll protect your room A, B, and C if you guys all vote for me. Worked out pretty well. He got a unanimous HOH. Number 2, the observation is, I don't think Matt understands how bad that is. Matt wanted to be the first HOH. He asked my room to be the first HOH nominee for the room, and then he got the power from everyone else. And unless he's way more savvy and knows these games better than we think he does, I think he just maybe made himself the biggest target after right now, simply because he's the only person during this game that's had any power. Third and final observation, or thing that I wanted to tell you guys, is that me and Gray are friends outside of this. About
it's more than a Final Two, it's a Final Three. We really need to have someone that we can bring along with us and not necessarily string along, but like we want that person to be someone we can trust and bring all the way to the Final Three with us. Because at that point, if that's how the game had worked, hopefully, that means that Gray and I were working together to really carry each other through this whole season. Taking turns with HOH competitions, taking turns with defending each other in other alliances. In the long run, we hope that we're able to run this house, whether people see it that way or not. And then when we get to the Final Three, I believe that we'll be on a level playing field. And I really want whoever wins that competition to bring that third person along with them to the finals. It's not that I don't want to win. It's that I want to, kind of respect Gray and our friendship and kind of cheer him on in that way of saying, if you win that final comp, you had the one leg up on me. So you bring that third person in, you win unanimously, big brother. So you can have that on your resume, I guess. But I hope that that stays true for us this whole game. We're going to honor each other and be friends and tight, and hopefully we're going to run this house whether people know it or not. So stay tuned for if that still stays true by tomorrow or the next HOH competition or whenever. But that's what I'm doing right now, and I'll talk to you later.
Hey, Josh and viewing party. Sorry, I'm getting so distracted because my neighbor is literally, I don't live in like Italy on those balconies or anything, but my neighbor is like playing an instrument in their house so loud right now. It's midnight right now, and they're playing an instrument so loud that I can hear it all the way in my house, but it's okay. Today was day one, and it was a good day. It all started when I woke up at 10 a.m. to 200 messages from the house chat. That was a lot. And I said, hey, everyone, nice to meet you guys. And Shane responded and said, hell, Gray. And then changed it to hello. But it was just so funny because I was like, well, hell. But then everyone started saying, hail, Gray, like you would say to a king, like H-A-I-L, Gray. And I was like, no, don't say that because I don't want that attention on me right now. Like, don't just start saying that. But I do think Hell Gray is one of the funniest. Like, I'm going to get, if I make it to like Final Six, I'm going to sell t-shirts to you guys that say Hell Gray on it. So I hope you're rooting for me. You can get your Hell Gray merch in my store. Swipe up for it. I feel good about things. Matt is HOH. We all voted him unanimously, and that kind of scared me for a minute. But he said he was going to target room 2, which isn't my room. And so he seems to have held true to that because his 2 nominees are from room 2. And I talked to him a little bit, but so I feel okay about that, like at least this first round. At the end of the day, worst case scenario, I'm not the first boot. So that would be nice if I just like at least can make it through round 1. I'm doing something if I do that, right? But right now, Eric and Eric's like one of my like best friends from outside the game. And so we're going to work together, and like, he wants to go Final 2. And I told him, I was like, listen, like I would love for us to be Final 2. And like, if I can't win, like you winning is the next best thing. So he seems to agree. And so we're like trying to like have a good Final 3 that we can like work with. And I think that me and Eric can go really far. Like I trust him. I think he trusts me. Me and Trey played together my first season, and we're working together really well, and we're wanting to keep that low key. I also would love to work with Connor, and we're like talking because we played together, and like we weren't really allies my first season, and I think people will like find that out. And so we could spin that to our advantage probably. And then of course I'm like all the returners are kind of working together, and then I'm trying to keep this short. I'm getting close to 3 minutes. And then the only other thing I can think of that happened today is Darrell, who's like my ride or die. My man Darrell posted in the group when we were introducing ourselves and said that he's a pack addict. And I don't know what that means. So if anybody knows what a pack addict is, let me know. He said something about 2K. I just said, Darrell, my man, you crazy. Like, you wild, Darrell. Like, oh man, like I love that guy. I can't wait for this to be over and for me and Darrell to hang out. But all right, this has been 3.5 minutes, and I know you're probably not watching anymore. But bye.